Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is JD Yu-Gi-Oh! Orion, and today we have a new list with the new master rule, the new ban list, ready for play with Shaddoll Invoked, with a little splash of an old favorite of mine. Now, this deck I've been trying out ever since the ban list release, so it's not perfected yet, but I think it's pretty good. So, right before we get to the profile, remember to like and subscribe if you want to. If you don't, I don't care. But at the same time, I kind of do, so please do. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Now then, profile time. So, as we can see, we're playing Shaddoll Invoked, so the best card in our deck. Triple Alistar. Still the best card in your deck. You draw this, you probably win. This card's recyclability is so dumb in the grind game. This deck has the ability to grind out because of this one card, and mostly Shaddoll Fusion, the fusion's adding them back. So this card has two great ways of grinding, so it allows it to live. If you somehow get into a grind game with combo decks, your deck will most likely win, because you are taking away advantage because of one of the new additions of this deck, and because of the grind game this deck can do, and it can constantly keep throwing big beaters at your opponent like Purgatrio and Construct. So 3 Alistar. Next, for the Shaddolls, we're playing 3 Squat. Arguably, I think is the best Shaddoll main deck monster, because when he's sent to the graveyard, he can be substituted as basically any Shaddoll monster. And his flip effect is actually pretty okay. You get top card. And plus he's a level 4 too, so that synergizes with, again, another card we play. So 3 Squat, then we play 2 Wendy. I would play more of her, but the problem is though is that she has two things not okay with her. 1, she's not a dark, and 2, she's level 3, not level 4. So it can kind of not work with the build, as again, we kind of want to stick to more of a level 4 theme. So I think 3-2 is best with Wendy and second Squamata. And then we also play 2 Hedgehog. 2 Hedgehog because you do want to get a search, and plus he's a little boy. I like him, he's cute. So 2 of him, then 1 Beast, draw power. And if you somehow draw the water one, you are able to set this, then draw 2 cards. And you can make a pretty decent beat stick, not gonna lie. 1 dragon. This thing I want to bump up to 2, because I think control decks are going to be a lot more prevalent now in the meta, but we don't know yet, as you know, regionals and stuff are not kind of happening at the current moment. So we don't know. We just have to judge off of online tournaments. But from what we've seen, Salamagrate's doing pretty well. So I think 1 dragon is just fine. Then speaking of the card, Ariel. This thing is really good. I want to play it at 2, but that is really bad to do 2, because if you play 2 of this, you have to send it off a fusion. Otherwise, this card's just a dead brick. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's a level 4, and it's send by graveyard effect is amazing. Being able to DD Crow 3 cards is really good, and this card can also synergize with Alistar, because one combo you can do is if you have Invocation in hand, you can go Shaddoll Fusion, sending these to grave to make Winda. Then you can go Invocation, and say you have Invocation already in the graveyard. You can banish banish Alistar out of your grave, go Invocation, put it back in your hand. So Ariel can help recycle Alistar and other cards. So Ariel. So 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. That's the ratio for the Shaddolls. Next, I play Perform Mages because they're kind of cool. 2 Juggler, 1 Clown, 1 Trigger. Originally I was going with 2 Clown, 1. I was going with 2 Clown, 1 Juggler, 1. I was going 2, 1, 1. But I've kind of switched around the ratios because I've been thinking about it with damage jugglers, because if you're about to get OTK with Boral Sword or Abermax, you just go discard, you take no damage, and then next turn you can banish it to search one of these 2, which is really good. And if you have too many Trick Clowns in your hand, or you kind of just draw into one, it's kind of a dead card. Where if you have this can help save you for a turn, and next turn it gives you more advantage. And of course Hatchiker, because he's a free little extender who helps with burn damage. So that's my kind of way of looking at it. Damage Juggler kind of helps out more in the grind game. Next, we're playing Hand Traps because we kind of have to. Triple Ash. If you don't play 3 Ash, you're weird. Triple Crow. I think Crow is honestly like really good because again Salad, and also seeing that Dragon Link's also deck, so this can hit some good parts of the deck. If you banish the Safer, that can really hurt. or their darkness metal target, or their pitsy target, but it doesn't really matter. This can really hurt Sal. This can also hurt in the mirror match. Say you're going against, of course, Shaddoll, and they try to go for, they set the water monster, so you can activate Crow, banish the trap card, or banish their target with Cloth Heap. Oh, not Cloth Heap. You can banish one of the materials after they activate Invocation or something, and that can really screw them up, forcing them to make really awkward plays. So triple Crow. And plus it's a dark monster. 3 Nibiru, combo decks are a thing, and this card's also a light. Also, one funny thing is that if you Primal Being while you have an established board with like window and everything, well, not window, but you get what I mean, like construct and stuff like that, it doesn't hurt as bad because you get resources back because of your monster's effects. So that's it for hand traps and all the monsters in general. So 3 Ash, 3 Crow, 1 Nibiru. I wouldn't really want to change around the hand traps. It's kind of more meta dependent, but I think those are going to be the 3 hand traps this format, in my opinion. For spells, we're playing 3 Shaddoll Fusion and 3 L Shaddoll. Best card in deck, not gonna lie. This card is dumb. So dumb. You can do entire combos off this one card. And this card just helps supplement that. It says, hey, I can work with this, and this can easily work with that. So yeah, it's really dumb. Also, El Shaddoll being able to work on your opponent's turn is really dumb with an interaction of Dragon and the Water Shaddoll. So yeah, this can make your Water Shaddoll an actual DD Crow on your opponent's turn and make Dragon a quick effect MST, which is really nice. So this one is more offensive, and this one's more like playmaking. So just the one problem is that you want your deck to go second because of this card, which kind of conflicts with your deck because you want to go first, but you also have a really good going second game because of this card. So 3/3. Next, speaking of 3 Meltdown. This thing really dumb, really stupid. Can't negate the activations of your fusion spells, and oh my lord. And not doing anything on the summon, so when you go construct and you kind of start your old chain, your opponent can't stop any of that chain or activate anything in the chain, which makes this deck way more dumb than it should be. So 3 Meltdown. Next, double Invocation. Kind of the best fusion spell. Well, not really. That's like good. It's okay in this deck. Like, it's good, but not as good as normal Shaddoll Fusion. But anyway, this. I wasn't getting that. Anyway, lost my train of thought real quick. Oh yeah. Okay, so basically, I only play. Some lists are playing 3 Invocation. I go with 2 because with 2 you kind of have a less chance of breaking. Because if you open multiple Invocations and no way getting to Alistar, it's kind of a dead card. We don't play the Madness Invoker. I've been testing him out. He's not really my personal favorite. Like, granted, he can start combos up really easy, but not my favorite. I'd rather play other extract monsters. So 2 Invocation. And plus, I'm not paying $40 for another one. Next, for our 2 staples, 1 Terraforming, 1 Foolish Burial Goods. Look at that beautiful platinum. Anyway, this to get Magical Meltdown. This is to basically make our entire deck work by sending literally any card in our deck. And then our 1 trap, Rush. Rush is really good. Okay, main deck it. Always main deck it. If you don't main deck it, your deck's bad. That's it for the main deck. Now let's get down to the extra deck. We are going to be playing, of course, 2 Fusion Guy Construct. Amazing. I'm just going to say that. It's amazing. Being able to kill anything during damage step really makes this card a legit threat to a lot of cards. Like Boral Sword, like bigger monsters that are trying to run this over. So if your opponent's trying to kill you, you can just go construct, murder it, and your opponent's just kind of be like, oh, damn. And this helps like murder Apolosas, because say they have a 4 counter Apolosa, you just summon this, you attack, trigger effect to start damage stuff, they negate it. Okay, their guy's now at 2400, your guy's at 2800, so you just instantly run it over and kill it. So Construct just destroys Apollouses. So keep that in mind. If your opponent's going to go Apollousa on you, just activate Shaddoll Fusion, summon Construct, and just go for it. Saves you like 3 things. Saves you like from 3 negates, 4 negates. So don't try to make them run out of negates. Just kill it. So double Construct. Next, double Window. Best ratio, play 2. Nothing more, nothing less. If you do, you're a crazy man. Window, though, really dumb. Allowing you to make Shaddoll Fusion able to send Alistar to the grave is so dumb. Because then it makes your dead invocations live. So, double Window. Next, for our Invoked, 1 Mechaba, 1 Trio, 1 Caligula. I think I ran, what's-his-face in the last build, Raijin, but not anymore. So, we're just running these 3. Reasons we got it. So, Mechaba is Mecha Base, Free Negator, Picker Trio. Just ends games. Just straight up ends games. And Caligula is still our stun card. This stun card just became a lot better because, again, he's a level 4, and you'll see what I mean by our next 2 cards. So, it makes him way more playable. And our next 2 cards I gotta add to the deck. Dryden, Chalkanine. Oh boy, it feels so good playing this card again. 3 years, man. 3 years I waited. Now then. This basically wins you control matchups. You go against Altergeist and you go first, you summon this. You pop card. Then, so say they do something on first on your turn, like impermanent something. You can just go this on your opponent's turn, go dry and pop. And then during their turn, dry and pop again. Then at the start of your turn, dry and pop again. Because if you make this the right way, which would be 2, use 2 level 4s, make Chalkanine. Then you'll lay this on top. You'll have 3 materials, allowing you to pop 3 cards. And this in the grind game can really help because you're just slowly getting rid of their resources for you basically getting rid of none. And in the combo I can demonstrate later in another video, this will also have a Trick Clown under it, so you're getting free advance. You're going +2 off this because you're popping one of their cards and you're getting free body. So Trident and Chalkanine. Next, for our links, we're playing 1 Mirage because he's the most cutest of boys in this deck. And he's kind of necessary making your Mirage able to, making your Alistar able to turn into a Parker Trio. Next one, Cloth Heap. This card is so dumb now. Being able to make Construct a free body. Make Dryden able to actually, because if people don't know the Xyz effect, the Synchro effect, or the Ritual effect, but the Xyz effect actually, when you go second, the XYZ effect drops all your opponent's monsters by 700 attack, so that can allow you to actually beat stuff over a lot easier with some of your weaker fusions like Winda or Purger Trio if your opponent doesn't control that many cards. Next, IP Masquerena. This card is amazing going first and second, because you go first, you summon this, then on your opponent's turn make Unicorn. Or if you go second, you just make Avermax with this, and you kind of just win easily. Or you make a Boral Sword, and you win. So yeah. So 1 IP. And also it's dark, so it can work with Winda easily too. So, you want to do that. Before, like mentioned, Unicorn, Avermax, and Sword. This works with IP. You just run this to either clean up room, just get rid of cards on your board so you can make more cards, and it helps spin cards. And these 2 just straight up end games. This one can be really hard for certain decks to get rid of. This one just wins you games. Straight up just wins you games. Also, what's fun is that Avermax is also a light, so if you need to make Construct, there you go. Boral Sword is dark, so if you need to make Window, there you go. Attributes matter in this deck. Now, I don't have the meta solved whatsoever. I'm not going to claim I'm a god of formats and metas, but I do have a side deck for this. Oh my god. For this, so, triple border. Certain decks like Salamangrates and like that, kind of lose to border easily, because they can't beat over at first turn, and they only get 1 effect, but that's if they link away their 1 monster. So you just have this 2k beat stick who's just straight up just going punch on your opponent. They're kind of losing resources easily. And if they want to get rid of it right away, they'll have to use Rage, but then they're going -1 just to get rid of this 1 card. So and it can also win matchups like Altergeist, Guru, and I wouldn't say mirror matches, but it can really slow down mirror matches. And it used to easily win you the Luna matchup, but you know, that deck's dead now. Next, 2 Retaliating Sea. I'm thinking of playing 3, not entirely sure. But this card wins mirror matches so easily. Like, it's dumb. Or if you just go against a deck like, I don't know, can't really say a salad, but if they activate the field spell, you just summon this. They kind of cry, so double Retaliating Sea. It's just there for the mirror match. 1 Pressure Shops, here for the mirror match, not mirror match, for control matchups. You just summon this. A lot of decks have a hard time getting around it, like Altergeist. They'll have a hard time getting around Pressure Shops. Summon this, poke, game. Next, triple Mystic Mine. Just say fuck off to combo decks in the mirror match. You just drop this in the mirror match and they don't have Makaba or something like that, they cry. So yeah, helps you easily. Win games too, so this card can save your life. Now, next we're playing triple Twin Twister. Control decks are not cool when they don't control action monsters, just say screw you. And pop all your stuff. Next, a new kind of side deck option I've been using lately is set rotation into Secret Village. This helps around a lot of weird matches, like Mystic Mine. If you are going against Mystic Mine the deck, and you drop Secret Village on them, you just win. Because they can't activate Mystic Mine, they can't activate Card Demise, they can't activate Left Arm Offering. Almost their entire deck is shut off. And if you just activate this, and they go Judgment on you, that means that you just use a Judgment on them. They use a Judgment on you. So you just got rid of one of their cards and some of their life points. So now you can keep playing. And set rotation helps get this card out. And if you drop this on a person, they can't activate their field spell. So you can just give yourself Magical Meltdown and you give them this. So they're locked out of spells. And you got a free Magical Meltdown and they can't get rid of it to activate their field spell because they can't activate it because they can't activate other spells because they don't control Spellcaster. So any decks that heavily rely on a field spell kind of just get screwed by this, like ABCs or, like I said, Invoked, maybe other ones like True Draco. So, well, I mean, True Draco can pop this, but we don't get into specifics. But no, that's what I'm saying. So, this card is also really good, too, in the mirror match, because you just drop this and they don't have a Spellcaster for some reason, or they just kind of can't get really a body on board because they have only, like, fusion spells, like Shaddoll Fusion. You just win. So, yeah, this card. Also, Pendulums. Now, it sounds really stupid, because they're all spellcasters, but trust me, it works, and it's funny that it works. So, Double Secret Village and set rotation. So that's the deck, guys, for the new Shaddolls and the new Master Rule. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It's a lot of fun playing this deck, trying out new combos, figuring out what this deck can do in the new meta. Am I going to say this is the new best deck? Probably not. Salad, again, is looking really good. But I just think this deck is, like, of course, tier 1. I'm saying that now. Watch, it's going to eat my words. Anyway. No, this deck's really good. A lot of flexibility. Can really screw over a lot of decks that seem really good right now. And has a lot of flexibility you can work with. You can work with a more aggressive going second build with like Mech Knights and stuff. Or you can go like super poly. Or you can go in a more grind game-esque with a pure build. This deck has a lot of things going for it. Just, it depends on your build and how the meta shapes. So, try it out. It's a lot of fun. If you want to do Invoked, you'll have to be a little bit more costly, of course. But, if you want to go a more cheaper route, Mech Knights is pretty cool. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you don't, I do not care. But actuality, I kind of do. So I hope you guys enjoy. Bye-bye.